So you're looking at deck materials. Your entry level is going to be wood. I would say a treated deck would be the entry level point. And from there we go to cedar. You can upgrade the cedar. You can do a treated frame and then do cedar decking and aluminum railing. That's kind of your next grade up or next step up from a treated deck. A lot of what we're seeing is composite, which is a treated frame, and then we wrap everything in composite material. The material we like using is Fibron. They've got a good mid-grade section, or a mid-grade point it's got decent colors, and it looks pretty good overall. So that's the one we use. We have used some PVC material. It's still got its drawbacks as far as what it looks like, overall looks. And it is more expensive. We haven't gotten into a lot of the PVC stuff yet. It is coming out. They're starting to make it look a lot more appealing, more colors. Those are the 4 different options we have for decks. So maintenance on either a treated deck or a cedar deck. You're gonna have to power wash that every year, maybe every 2, depending on sunlight exposure. Once you power wash it, you're gonna wanna probably restain it. So that's gonna be a 1 to 2 year type every time you're gonna have to do it. And so depending on how big it is, that could cost anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 to do that. And so that's kind of the maintenance at low upfront cost, more maintenance every 1 to 2 years. And then you go to composite decking. It's maybe it's a higher upfront cost. It's probably not quite double, but it's up there. Might be a 40 or 50% cost increase to actually do that, but then you don't have any maintenance. So every 1 to 2 years, you're not out there power washing it and restaining it or painting it to make it look good and last. Yeah, composite's offering a lot more options that looks like wood. They're getting a lot more wood grainy look to them. I know when they first started coming out, some of that stuff looked like plastic or felt like plastic, and a lot of people were mixed feelings about what that is. I think that's where PVC is now. Yeah, there's a lot more options. They're getting a lot more textures, a lot more wood grain look, not so smooth and shiny like plastic feeling. And that's kind of why we like starting with Fibron. Fibron has a good, better, or best. So we start you mid-grade. So we have the better product, and they call that the Good Life. So in that, it's got a wood grainy look. It's got decent colors. I think there's 5 or 7 colors you can pick from, and then it's not at a bad price point. Yeah, the coloring with composites, from what I've seen in my experience, they've held up pretty nice. I haven't seen anything out of the norm as far as what I would expect it to look like 15 years later.